That's not what the founding fathers envisioned. 3 co-equal branches. And then what we end up with is these so-called oversight committees that don't oversee anything. They just egg them on.
Yeah, it is so. I think the part with America that when I hear people that are tired, I'm like, what are you tired with? What are you most upset with? I just don't think there's any accountability.
That's exactly what the problem.
Yeah, I just don't think there's any accountability. What do you mean? It seems like they're all on the same party. It seems like they all protect. You hear that message, right? You can't have that because that's not good in a democracy. If there's accountability for the average person that does something and then there isn't for the other guys, what are you talking about? Yeah, no, there's not. So I think this administration, a story came out. I don't know if you saw the story came out yesterday saying that, again, it's a leak, that they want Tulsi to resign after midterms. Okay, so they want Tulsi to resign after midterms. All right, that story was leaked. I don't know if it's even a story there or not. Yeah, there you go, yeah. Director Donald Trump reportedly wants the director of national... Okay, who knows what these stories are? Like we asked you earlier, what stories do they leak, what do they not, and you kind of test the market? Yeah, exactly. Who knows what this is, you know, on how they're dropping a story. But to me, if there's anything, this administration has a shot at increasing the score the people have in the CIA, in the FBI, in the U.S. government a little bit more. Because the way it dropped after Kennedy is a...
Oh, my God.
It's like a massive, from 72% trust in the FBI. Can you pull up the history of trust in the U.S. government or trust in the FBI or trust in the CIA?
And then Watergate.
And then Watergate. You know, one by one, there's a chart, Rob. If you go back and just go to images, you'll see it. Yeah, it's one of those that shows the high was 72%, and I don't know what. Yeah, zoom in a little bit if you could. Oh, it doesn't go all the way back. It doesn't go all the way back. So that goes from 97. The one I'm looking at is from the 60s. You know, go on the second one. See what they're saying, the Pew Research. There you go. That's the one from 58.
Wow.
Look at that. We used to trust 72%.
Look at that.
We used to trust the government. We're like, yeah, they're good. You know, and then we're now in the 20s and the teens. And that's 15. I would assume it's even lower today.
Like even 9/11, it was barely 50%.
Yep. That's right. Even 9/11 was 50%. At least we're like, look, they're the good people. They're here to protect us.
Yeah.
There is a massive, and by the way, I think long term, the lower that score goes, you cannot risk not knowing the consequences of the score getting too low.
That's right.
Because if it gets too low, then what does the youth do who don't have anything to lose?
That's
anything. Right. The young is willing to break the whole thing because they're like, well, you know what? You guys are not doing anything. You guys are all protecting each other. You guys are... Wow. And then you're dealing with a bigger problem. So I hope they do something to regain the faith. Are you following the story with the scientists? Are you kind of... So, you know, Rob,
and at first, I'll admit to you, at first I was like, oh, come on, another conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
And then I started reading and I was like, oh,
You think there's some credibility to it?
There could be.
Yeah, I mean, what is it? 12 scientists or 11 scientists. 4 of them were from NASA.
Yeah.
And I want to say JPL. The other 4 were nuclear fusion plus weapon. And the other 3 were guys with secret clearance, not direct contact with each other.
Right.
11 scientists are dead or missing. It was only a matter of time before conspiracy theorists hit the White House. A haphazard grouping of recent cases emerged from the one paranormal investigator described as mystery mongering, data mining. It also made the ideal fodder for the president and our leading media personalities alike. Okay.